Hey everybody, it is Monday, and I know I promised more retro presets, and I will deliver those on Wednesday and Friday, maybe even Thursday. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, maybe. But today, more Strat fun. Let's do it. Da 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 da. Okay, I have the body and the neck where I want them finish-wise, and it's sort of a... Thanks, Harper. Dog's making all kinds of weird noises. Shut it. I've got the body where I want it sort of semi-flat, you know, but I like the burst on it, you know. And, yeah, it suits my idea of a tobacco burst just fine. I already installed the claw and the bridge. Just, you know, it's not where it needs to be 100%. That's going to be tweaked when I take it into whoever does the neck inserts. I'm going to have machine screw neck inserts put in here so that I can put in machine screws and a stainless steel neck plate, because apparently if you're using the machine screws, you don't want to use the little sockets like I have in my other guitars for individual ones. It's better to have the plate and spread out all of the tension more evenly. So, something I learned, which is good. I'm going to put in the conductive paint in the cavity, and then I'm doubling up on this motherfucker. I'm going to put the copper shielding on top of that. Call me crazy. But first, I'm going to drill out the holes for the Sperzels. And, yeah, so that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to set up the drill first. Alright, here's what I mean when I say setting up the drill bit. With the Sperzel, it has a little post. It doesn't have screws that hold it in place. It's got this post, so you pre-drill a hole in the back, and then these will sit just so, like this, and then it'll go down in the hole. So what I like to do is set a depth gauge on my drill bit here, and it only needs to go in about not even 1/4 of an inch. So we're going to set it with a piece of tape. So I just wrap it with a piece of tape, and then you can watch how far it needs to go in. So you've got, there's the total distance, and it's just a hair beyond the post. So now I can watch, keep an eye on this as it goes in, and then stop when the tape hits it. Nifty trick. So let's drill some holes. Here's something fun. My tuners are backwards. They're supposed to go this way with the body of the tuner up, so you can read Sperzel, but these are this way. So I'm going to show you how to reverse a Sperzel tuner first. Very important. If you want this to work, all you have to do, it's really simple. You just need a Phillips screwdriver, and you just loosen the end screw in the tuner here. Pop that out. The whole mechanism will come out. So you just need to reverse it. Take the mechanism, put it through on the other side, and then make sure you reassemble it correctly. And then retighten the screw. There you go. Now, this will sit upward or upright, and you can read the Sperzel logo right there. So I just got to do it with the other 5, and then we'll set up the drill. Okay. I took each one of the tuners, set them up. I had to eyeball it because I don't have a a template for this anymore. Had one back in the day, back in the 80s, but what are you gonna do? So basically, I just press down, and I've got a little bit of an impression that I can touch with my Sharpie here, and mark each one of the spots. Ta-da. There we go. So now I can put that in my drill, make some holes. Okay, here's a trick. It's not really a trick. Trade secret, let's call it. If you have a Sperzel tuner that doesn't want to seat, say your little holes here. Oh, this one's not really straight. Whatever. It's not seating all the way. It's going down so far, it's leaving a bit of a gap here. So what I do, take a piece of tape, put a little piece of tape on the tuner, a little bit of tape over here on the other side, and then take some pliers and squeeze it into place. Now it's seated. Good times. Alright, we have tuners. Ta-da! This one's a little crooked though, but what are you going to do? There's not much I can do at this point. I could re-drill the hole or drill the hole out so that it bends. Maybe I'll do that. Or not bend so much, but, changes its trajectory into the back of the neck. Fuck it. There we go. This is ready to send off to get the machine screw inserts. Good times. Next, we're going to paint the interior. And by interior, I mean the cavity here. All this stuff with the Stuart McDonald conductive shielding paint. Yay! And I'm not going to sweat these edges because it's all getting covered up by a pick guard anyway. So I'm not going to tape anything off. I'm just going to do it. Watch me go. Alright, just going to start painting. Good times. Let that dry. Do 2 more coats, and then put in some other pieces of hardware like the output jack and then the pickups. Woohoo! Okay, as you can see, I have gone to town on this sucker with the copper shielding tape. I painted 2 coats of the conductive shielding paint. It suggests 3 coats, but that's if you're not going to use this. So I double up. I make sure my guitars are dead quiet. No hum, no, RF interference whatsoever. And next thing, I'm going to drill my pilot holes for the pick guard. I marked them all, and now just drill them, and then put the pick guard on. I also have to find the holes in here. Because I always end up covering those up, and then I gotta figure out where they are, like for the shielding, the ground wire to come from the bridge, and then for these wires to go through. Yeah, it's in there somewhere. I'll find it. Next, ever find yourself in this position where you've covered up the holes? Just take something that's not necessarily sharp, like a screwdriver. Using a paintbrush, just root about. Aha, there it is. Found a little little indentation. And then do the same on this side. It's going to be, you know, over here somewhere. I'm sure of it. There it is. Boing. Just poke it through. Now we're good to go. Now we just need the, there we go. There's the ground wire cavity. All set. Let's drill some holes. Alright, I have, here's what I did. Yeah, I wasn't satisfied with the little bit of metal shielding, so I went crazy. Cut a little border so it doesn't show. And next I'll put that in. I also, this pick guard was covered in scratches before, and so I just went over it with steel wool. Now it's all flat black, so it'll be less shiny. I kind of like that. That's kind of fun. So now I'm going to take this over to where it's going to get the final assembly, next screw inserts and all that, and then hopefully come back in a few days and I'll have a finished guitar. Woohoo! There you have it. We've got tuners. We've got, you know, a lot of stuff on the body. Most of the stuff. I did forget to buy an output jack. Genius. Hey, what are you going to do? You know, I'm sure that the guy that's going to do the neck inserts will have one lying around and can charge me $15 for it. So, what are you going to do? Yeah, so I'm going to drop that off probably tomorrow with him, and then hopefully have it back by first part of next week. Ta-da! And until then, I will be doing retro presets. So that'll be everything from here on out until I begin with the next bundle, which should be U2. May not be U2, but it's going to be something with the Strat. So, anyway, I will see you on Wednesday, and until then, rock on.